Now, in order to get into top 8 on the winner's side, they beat Blue and Simple, who are largely considered one of the top EU teams, one of the top, 2 EU. It's not even like, oh, there's 5 that at any given time can be top. They're top 1 or top 2 EU teams. And Hysen and VipR3 won them. That is a convincing victory to make it into top 8. So maybe if they're able to ride that steam, carry over that from yesterday here against Boomie and Sandstorm. But man, they're just really in the hot seat here. Boomie coming in with this Cassidy pick and the Zul pick, of course, standard for Sandstorm.
Yeah, there's kind of this theming that's starting to come out in the current 2v2 meta of Axe plus Hammer makes a really strong team. And you're seeing it in both sides, but both teams doing it in their own way. Sandstorm really likes the Zul. He's got an incredible cannon game, plus the Zul hits so incredibly hard. Then Boomie, he's just a natural on the blasters. He's been playing blasters forever, so of course he's going to be playing that blasters hammer Cassidy. On the other side, Thor, a very meta 2v2 pick. Hysen's been able to pick it up and play very well with it. And alongside him is VipR, who's just known for his Ragnir.
Now, you did mention that we have players from around the world here. Hysen is one of the few Italian players that we've seen make it this far in a bracket here at the World Championship. So shouts out to him representing the beautiful country of Italy here at the World Championship.
Yeah, he's going to try to put all of Italy on his back. As he's going up against Sandstorm right now on the right side, trying to play that 1v1 a little bit. You see VipR trying to get in close to him. When I did the interview with Hysen just a couple days ago on Friday, one of the things that he talked about was that their game plan is to stay close to each other. But Boomie and Sandstorm have a very similar game plan. They want to stay close. They want to get those 2v1s.
Yeah, they also usually want their opponents to be close to one another as well, so they can grab both of them in their 2v2 team combos.
They love stacking up opponents. Ooh, getting all that extra damage onto both of them.
Is VipR going to be able to finish this up? The recovery, and Hysen gets the follow-up, actually sending Boomie over.
Everybody getting pretty damaged now, but Hysen utilizing that Thor orb. So much movement inside of it. It's going to be Boomie to take the first stock with that neutral signature and a double KO off the scoop.
Now, something you might know the answer to that I don't. When you do a stomp when they're on the corner and you go into insig, will that pick up where stomp side air won't?
It depends how low they are, but potentially no.
Okay.
I don't think that neutral signature hits grounded, so they have to be a little bit up.
Okay.
If they're too low, it'll be that same situation where it doesn't pop them up enough, and you'll have to go for a side light. Oh, but left side, VipR does connect with the ground pound, able to keep the stock count even.
Seen 2 axes, 2 hammers. One of the hammers getting thrown away by Boomie. Recovery coming out from Hysen. Recovery answering back from Boomie, going to do a little bit less damage because he was unarmed.
VipR getting launched on the right side, but you see Sandstorm actually trying to edgeguard him a little bit. Generally in that situation, you'll see players just go for the immediate 2v1 on the player who's still on stage while the other one's recovering, but it looked like Sandstorm just wanted to finish the stock.
Lead starting to favor the red team just a little bit more. You see VipR pretty deep in the red. Hysen now getting in the red. The recovery going to take out VipR.
And you see Hysen immediately go to the wall, try to play safe, make sure he doesn't get caught between Boomie and Sandstorm.
And it was looking like Boomie was kind of acting as bait. They're just staying really close to the corner, gave Hysen the easy nair, but then Sandstorm charged up that down signature until he got the second blast from it immediately to punish Hysen.
That's something that they can do when they have that higher man count, is they can kind of use their bodies a little bit more. But you're seeing, wow, a great follow-up from VipR. The side air would not have killed, but a lot more force on that axe recovery. And again, the stock count is evened up, but the European team just a little bit behind.
Yeah, that lead has shrunk quite a bit from what it was. Side signature from Hysen. Both members of the blue team chasing over. Sandstorm rotating over to give some relief to Boomie. Is VipR going to be taken out here? Dodges through the down air. Throws out a ground pound.
No!
Eats a ground pound from his teammate, but he's still able to hold on. Follows up with a nair, putting a little bit more damage onto Boomie.
Yo, but the target is definitely Boomie. You see the way Hysen trying to block out Sandstorm and VipR trying to finish off Boomie on the left side. Boomie doing a great job of surviving, but Sandstorm just can't get to him to help him out.
Ooh! Sandstorm wants to take out VipR right now. He's deep in the red. Hysen actually the most healthy in this game.
Boomie trying to change that. Getting some blasters damage while Sandstorm finishes off VipR. It's all left to Hysen, but Boomie's so hurt. This is potential for Hysen as he gets the side air. 1v1.
And it's Thor. Very high defense. I don't know exactly what Sandstorm's going to have to use to knock out Hysen. He's definitely going to have to put out some more damage.
Oh, what? What?
Was he too high?
What?
Oh,
A little bit
Hysen.
of panic. The pressure is on him. This
Oh,
is the first game of
Hysen!
the day, but he still hits the nair. Hysen able to close it out, but you can see the stress. He's like, I was not warmed up enough to play right now. He's making those slight mistakes.
Shades of Lil Cap coming in with the stomp into
Stomp
nothing, man.
Stomp nothing into stomp whiff
Yeah.
into just raw nair.
But even with that, he did come out on top. So going into game 2, if they didn't come out on top and he whiffed those, that's a huge, huge morale blow
Yeah.
going into game 2.
But fortunately for the blue team, they do get that little bit of a morale boost because they were able to close it out. But they know how close that one was. You're seeing them play a lot more stacked. You see how close they're getting, but a little bit of friendly fire happening because of it.
A lot of signatures coming out from Hysen, even very early in the game. That's like the third side signature he threw out. One hit his teammate, one
Nice.
missed, and then one hit Sandstorm, possibly leading to the
Hysen.
kill.
Where's Hysen?
Is he going to be able to clean this up?
We saw him waiting. He was looking for the recovery. Didn't even think about going for the ground pound.
Still going to trade 1-for-1. Boomie getting launched. The nair here from
Nice.
VipR. Turnaround side air. Overall, that's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of the blue team.
He's holding down the stocks for his team right now. A little bit of damage on him, but he's got to be careful. He can't allow VipR to be just caught in 2v1s. Side C connects.
Ooh, VipR actually choosing to go in before
Yeah.
Hysen responds.
A little bit of surprising decision making coming out from VipR.
That's a recovery that was taken away from Sandstorm. Still going to utilize that side air to get back. All that in-air movement.
Ooh, Boomie really trying to finish off VipR so high in the sky. Nice pickup from Hysen. He's able to connect with the neutral signature.
Neutral light
Follow up,
coming in.
neutral signature.
Oh! Now, I don't think we've seen too much of that. I don't know if they've been
They
doing
were
that
doing
this weekend.
Yeah, they were doing it on Friday as
Okay,
well. Like,
I haven't
usually
seen
you
them this
the
weekend.
Neutral light into the neutral signature.
Yeah.
And then when they're lower health, he'll go for the neutral signature. He told me there's a full one that goes from white to death.
Okay.
But
I haven't
usually
seen
they're hitting
any-
it at already damaged levels.
I haven't seen any Boomie Sandstorm this weekend to where I could have seen that, because before it was just the neutral light into Zol neutral signature.
Or what would often happen was he was hitting the Zolt air, so it would be neutral like ground pound.
Yeah.
That happened a lot.
Man, with that double KO, game's still pretty even. Maybe about 60 damage, separating both team members from the red team.
You heard the side six start to get charged up. Nice pickup from Boomie onto both blue team members. They're stuck on the corner. No one going to challenge from the red team. Instead, they want to try to get whoever is coming over the corner.
Man, you have an axe and a hammer on the edge. Like, that's so scary to play into.
Did you see that weapon toss snipe him? He hit the hammer recovery onto Sandstorm, but the weapon toss was able to beat it out.
Ooh,
Oh,
just
wow,
like that. Back-to-back insigs from Boomie, grabbing both of those knockouts.
That was a combo Neutralite into Axe Dare neutral signature. That is insane. What's really hard about that is the Axe Dare, it doesn't always spike straight down.
Exactly.
Like it's got the curve on it, so there's a lot of places where it could just bounce in the wrong direction.
They're now tied 1-1 in this best of 5. Going into game 3. A lot of thought here going into stage banning. Blue team really thinking about this.
Well, this is also their time to talk to each other and
Yeah.
think about the set overall. They can kind of milk this time and be like, all right, what's the best map for us? What's the best game plan for us? And it seems like they've decided that they want an even smaller map. They're going to be going to Apocalypse.
Don't see a lot of twos on Apocalypse.
No, it can feel really cramped. It's very similar to small Brawlhaven. It's a little bit bigger. You get a little bit more breathing room, especially with the help of that soft platform. But it can feel really tight, and you can get caught stacked on your teammate very often.
Big opening damage on a VipR.
The VipR's in trouble. He needs to find a response.
Between Boomie and Sandstorm, they probably put about 60 to 70 damage now onto VipR. 40
Oh,
seconds
no.
in, and he's done!
And the whole time, Hysen was not able to break it up. You kept seeing him try to get in there, try to get the red team's attention, but they're just ignoring him. They're like, we're going to take out VipR, and then we're good to go.
Fair bit of team damage coming out from Boomie. He's hit Sandstorm a few times now, but man, what a lead they have, especially now that they got the KO onto Hysen.
VipR's going to stay on that corner until Hysen respawns. But Hysen's already getting caught by Boomie's blasters while he's unarmed. No stock loss from the North Americans. Sorry, the red team came out last night. But you see Sandstorm.
Well, technically, it is still the North Americans. It's NA versus EU.
It is Sandstorm and Boomie. Boomie on the right side. Sandstorm coming over. Boomie got the wall touch, got up, and he's safe.
Boomie chasing after Hysen, unarmed, picks up the hammer. Ooh, a little bit of team damage coming up from VipR. They did pick up the knockout onto Sandstorm. Cleans Boomie up as well.
They need to take advantage of this power play. They had the momentary advantage, but now that Boomie's respawned, he's able to get the knockout onto Hysen.
And you were seeing Sandstorm. He was just like running away.
Yeah.
He was waiting for Boomie to respawn.
Using all of that aerial movement to stay high in the sky, avoid the blue team. Another side signature, Boomie taking the stocks. Here's the combo dare.
Oh my god!
Oh no, he missed!
That was off of a sick punish starter from Boomie too, man. Holy cow.
And
what a team.
You're seeing the change, right? He does the neutral signature when they're more damaged, but when he's less damaged, dare. Looks like there's a little bit more with the gravity cancel down light, but oh my goodness.
Boomie almost just hit the dare that would have spiked Hysen. Last blast of that down signature from Sandstorm.
Gone.
Recovery into dare. 2-1 now in favor of Boomie and Sandstorm as we go into game 4.
Dude, Boomie and Sandstorm are just powering up every single game.
Yep. They're recognizing little cracks here and there in Hysen and VipR. No character swaps coming out from the red team or the blue team.
You can see VipR and Hysen talking it out, though. They're really kind of trying to figure out what can they do better. Clearly the smaller map didn't work. Is a bigger map the answer?
It might be. Maybe they can try and separate Boomie and Sandstorm a little bit more. But, I mean, even then, you're still fighting a 1v1 against a former, or the world 1v1 world champion currently. And then Boomie.
Yeah, and then Boomie, the guy who won the most recent offline event.
An incredibly historied player.
Absolutely amazing in the 1v1 scene as well. That's a tough call to make.
They did ban out Blackguard, one of the larger maps. We're going to Twilight.
They left the platforming maps, right? They left Twilight, Enigma, and Great Hall. Seems like part of the game plan is to have more verticality, maybe bring in those soft platforms, try to bring in those ledge cancels. Maybe they're more confident in their ability to dash and utilize those platforms than this red team of Sandstorm and Boomie.
Oh, VipR just completely disengages from Boomie. Moves over to help out Hysen against Sandstorm. Neutral light coming out good. Follow up. The D-light is going to put a little bit of team damage onto Sandstorm. There's the dare on the Hysen. Oh my gosh! Any other legend would have been done!
The high defensive Thor keeping Hysen alive, but he's just dancing around right now. He's just trying to get back to the wall. He still doesn't have a weapon in hand. Boomie bumps his head. And Boomie's gonna fall.
Hysen snaking him around, making Boomie forget about his jumps. Oh man, bumping his head and then he falls. And Sandstorm falls too.
VipR, oh, a little bit of team KO. Boomie able to close out VipR's stock. It's evened up. Hysen's got to be careful here.
Hysen having to spend an extended amount of time on the edge. First on Sandstorm, now with Boomie. Is he going to get another KO onto Boomie? He's going to go around the island, get away, grab the weapon as he was unarmed. Oh, Boomie hitting three people!
He'll absolutely take that. Two of those people are the enemy team. One of them is his teammate, and he does less to his teammate because of the way that 2v2s work. That's a 100% worth trade. Unlike ground pound takes out Hysen. VipR stuck on the corner now.
Ooh, weapon spawn came in. Hysen moved over to put some pressure onto Sandstorm, try and get that knockout. But Sandstorm ended up moving over to the weapon spawn. Boomie finding a neutral signature. Game has turned in favor of the red team.
This is quite the lead for the red team. Nice, beats out the recovery. Just need to take out Sandstorm to even up the stocks, but Sandstorm again utilizing the movement of the cannon, flying all over the sky. Oh!
He probably would have been knocked out regardless.
Yeah, but it always kind of hurts a little bit when it's your teammate who does it, right?
If only you could just grab him with the lasso and then choose to stop
down.
there, yeah.
Just put him down on the stage, pat him, be like, all right, everything's safe, but not for Hysen. He is so incredibly hurt. Trying to get to the center of the stage, one of the safest places you can be.
Boomie's starting to take some serious punishment too. See the side stick coming out. Boomie's red.
Nice weapon toss from Sandstorm to stop the floor.
Oh! That saved Hysen.
Yeah, absolutely. Beating out the recovery there. Who's it gonna be? Hysen falls first. VipR gets caught by the lasso, but Boomie wants to get the knockout.
Weapon spawn is close by the corner, but Boomie grabs that very quickly. Not giving VipR the option. Grabs that other weapon spawn that was on the island.
They're just denying him anything. Neutralite, side air.
Island is going to help extend the stock just a little bit further, but is it just delaying the inevitable, or can VipR turn this around?
That down air is still not enough. VipR really wants this knockout on Boomie. He knows how important it is to turn this into a 1v1.
Ooh, oh, what a spot dodge.
The sidelights, just not enough force. VipR yet to pick up a weapon.
Oh.
The weapon tosses it too much. Boomie and Sandstorm close it out 3-1.
Wow. Very convincing victory for Boomie and Sandstorm, moving into the winners finals. That's fantastic. That's a guaranteed top 3 from Boomie and Sandstorm. A placement that most people would have put them in, but
sure.
I'm sure it feels nice to get there and get there this early.
That is definitely going to be comfortable for them.